Hello, you magical people. Welcome back on Salt and Sugar Saga. Today we are making a very traditional recipe in its purest way as my mother-in-law is going to demonstrate it. This recipe is prepared in many regions of India, mostly in West Coast, Himachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Goa, Kerala, with their own traditional style. So here we are going to show you our take on it, which is tested and tried so many years now. So let's get started. So here we have taken some colocasia leaves, also called as Arabi leaves, and we have washed and dried the leaves with the help of a kitchen towel or muslin cloth. And you need to remove the stem of that leaf and then slit it apart in order to flatten it. And once the leaves are all dry, we'll keep it aside and work on the paste we need to make for our patras. For that paste, we have taken around 3 cups of gram flour or besan, followed by some salt. You can always adjust the salt according to your own taste, followed by turmeric or haldi, some red chili powder, some carom seed or ajwain. Now it's time to add my mother-in-law's signature homemade pickle masala. What you can just use any pickle masala which is at your home. You can add around 3 tablespoons of that pickle masala, and if you don't have, just leave it, and you can add some raw mango powder, also called as amchur powder, in order to get that little bit of sourness in the patras. So we need to get this consistency of this gram flour paste. We'll keep it aside, and now we'll place a leaf. We will apply a thin layer of that gram flour paste, and we need to take care that we are applying it on the light green side of the leaf. Once the leaf is all covered with that paste, in the opposite direction we're gonna keep that leaf and then again cover it with the thin layer of gram flour paste. So why we are basically putting the leaves in opposite direction? Because we need to cover these slits. These slits should not left uncovered, otherwise the patra will not be rolled and cooked properly. So in order to do so, we need to put the leaves in opposite direction so that the slits should be covered and even thickness will get in this. I'm taking 4 leaves at a time to make one complete log. You can use 4 to 6 leaves to make one log of patra. Once our leaves are covered, we're gonna start rolling it for around 2 inches. First from the beginning towards the end, then from both the sides. Basically we are trying to give an even shape so that we can roll it in a uniform way. It's important to secure the ends with the paste. In Gujarat, little jaggery and tamarind is also added. You can add asafoetida or hing also in this. It will enhance the flavor. So once all the sides are properly covered with the paste, we'll start rolling it towards the end. Make sure that you are rolling it tightly. Finally, secure the end using little paste mixture and keep it aside. Here my mother-in-law tried to secure the ends properly so that nothing will open, and here you can see the log is finally ready. So now we'll make another log in the same way. Spread the paste evenly on the leaf using your fingers. Place another leaf over it with the light green side again facing upwards. Spread little paste. Repeat this process. Fold the leaves around 2 inches from both the sides and roll the log tightly. Now, in a wide mouth vessel or in a steamer, we'll keep these logs and steam them for around 15 minutes. You need to steam them until your gram flour paste is properly cooked. We'll check it, and as you can see, the gram flour paste is not sticky. That means it's completely cooked. Let it sit for another 2-3 minutes, and now we're gonna transfer them into a plate with the help of a tongue. And now let them completely cool down and come to the room temperature. Then we're gonna slice them. So once they are completely cooled down, we'll take a log. If you want to eat, you can just eat like that. It tastes yum. You can just put some tempering of asafoetida, some mustard seeds, curry leaves, coconut, and eat just like that. But in our home, in my mother-in-law's traditional way, we'll fry it and enjoy it with a cup of hot tea. So I have cut these log into 12 mm or ½ inch of thickness, and now it's time to fry them. So for that I have heat my regular mustard oil, and we're gonna fry them until they change their color and turn crispy. Even after frying them, you can add the tempering, but we like to eat that way only, without tempering. You can see a bright red color. When you find this change of color, you can just take them out. And I'll fry rest of my patras and see how beautiful it is looking. Let me show you how crispy they are. See. They are super yum. I hope you like the recipe. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified for all the upcoming videos. If you want to store your logs, these patra logs, you can just cover them with your kitchen towel or this chapati wrap and tie them with a rubber band or a thread and keep them in the refrigerator for a week or in the freezer for at least a month. Enjoy these delicious patras. Until next time, take care, bye bye, and keep watching Salt and Sugar Saga.